Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cellar 13 Films, Chips, Dips, Films, and Scripts. I'm here with writer of California Wash, Christopher Allen.
Hello.
As you can tell, we are outside, and you see the cars behind us, and you might even hear a little bit of them. But we just got done doing auditions in Folsom, and so we figured that we would go outside on location somewhere and do this show instead of doing it normal in the studio. It's kind of cool. We're at a coffee shop. I can't really tell you where we're at, probably because of it's a green and white logo with the lady that does kind of this. But anyway, we were casting for a film today, California Wash, that you wrote.
More of like a little series than a film.
But it's a film series.
Something like that. I'd say, yeah, a little mini series of good comedy and scandals and whatever people like to get into.
So, and also, guys, throughout this, if you guys want to ask questions of him or anything else, just feel free to ask. So, what made you, how'd you come up with this idea?
Well, recently I've taken the job working as just basically a shagger or washer at a car wash. And as I was there, like, every day I come like thinking like, man, these are like perfect skits of just stuff going on with like real legitimate people. And after we came into contact, I just kind of wanted to really kind of more or less plant that seed of like, all right, time to get this inspiration on the page. And we've gone from there.
So what we're doing, folks, is we are doing, what's up, Damon King? Damon King is watching all the way from Sydney, Australia. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. All right, so, you know what, real quick, since Damon is on here, let me give a plug for Damon. Damon wrote this script called Knock Twice If You're Dead, and I'm one of the producers on the film. I'm also going to be directing the film. It's going to be filmed entirely in Australia, so we are currently in pre-production.
And we're getting gunshots out here now, man. That's
exciting
California.
stuff. That's California for you, baby. We got Fast and the Furious over here too, excuse me. But anyway, we're doing a series of these little short films, basically, is what they are. And so far we have 6 of them. I would like to get 10, which he doesn't know yet, but I would like to get 10. And again, we've got one of the actors is Tony the Tiger Lopez, 3-time world champion boxer. He plays the role of Pepe, but we're going to change the name per a request, because Pepe is normally kind of like the
this guy is the comic relief, more or less. Here, he might be a bad motherfucker of like comedy, but Pepe's that kind of cat. That's the kind of character.
And we also talked to Richard Savala Sr. About playing the Colonel, the Colonel, a retired boxer, which he is a retired boxer, not retarded, retired. Lorena says nice. And we are actually filming it at a real car wash. It is, let that go by. It is called 5-Star Car Wash at, is it Granite Bay or Rockland? Rockland.
Yeah.
So here's what I want you guys to do. Hey Randy, thanks for tuning in, brother. Nice seeing you today. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to do one of 2 things. I want you to call 5-Star Car Wash and say, hey, I hear you guys are doing some filming up there. That's awesome. We heard about you on Cellar 13 Films. Secondly, I want you to go up there and get your car washed. And when you go up there, tell them that you heard about them on Cellar 13 Films podcast here. I'm going to talk to the general manager, see if I can't get like maybe 10% off.
Okay.
You know, for people that say, hey, we heard about you through Cellar 13. So talk about some of the characters in the film.
All right.
The series. I'll just say series. He doesn't like the word film. I'm a filmmaker. I can't help it.
All right.
So let's start off with...
Okay. So, what were you going to say?
No, just some of the characters. Go over them.
Okay, so we'll start off like Pepe, like one of my favorite characters in that. He's about like a 50 to 60-year-old Mexican, like just probably been in the country for about 10 years, doesn't really speak any English, all kind of broken. Then you've got Calvin Klein, who works in this car wash, who is, or we might change that name, that's up in the air, but we'll just call him Calvin K for right now.
Yeah, Calvin K.
Calvin K for right now, but he's like your model and like good-looking like dude, but kind of an arrogant asshole, so to speak, really about himself. Then you've got Victor, who's a Mexican-American, born here, speaks a little bit of Spanish, but not a whole lot. Basically down to earth, kind of like William, a younger kid, about 18, 19, maybe going to college in the fall. He's working there. Then there's a character I'm playing called Richie Three Tabs.
Yo, Richie Three Tabs!
Richie Three Tabs is more like, kind of like out there from a little bit of psychedelic experiences.
LSD.
Little magic mushrooms and whatnot. But that's some of the characters. Then there's inmate Charlie, a gay Sancho, a couple of these like guys that might pull a heist on their work and come back like nothing happened. There's a lot of sex, drugs, and rock and roll that happen at this car wash. So
like in real life, or
there's a little bit of the.
Do you plead the fifth on that one?
Yeah, I'll plead the fifth on that. There's a couple of things I've seen around that I'm like, that might get typed in there a little bit. Something.
And then there's the owner.
Yeah, there's two owners. There's Alejandra, which is like a sexy goddess that just
Salma Hayek.
Yeah, Salma Hayek. And then we've got Lane, who will be played by Glenn here, who's another like co-manager of the place. So kind of a hothead. Like, don't fuck around with Lane.
Yeah, no,
don't do anything wrong on the job. Otherwise, yeah.
So now each one of these scripts are 10 pages. What I want to do with a lot of these things, right now the thing is is 10-minute short filming projects, because if you're on a bus ride, if you're on a train ride, if you're on a break at work or whatever, people can sit there and watch 10-minute film or series or whatever. So we're also same guy
Showing off.
Yeah, we're also creating likable characters on some of these things, but see, he's writing from real life. What would you say?
Experiences, like
what would you say the percentage of stuff that will be in these series? What do you think percentage-wise that stuff actually happened? You don't have to say what it is, but just
I'll say maybe 10 to 15% of this stuff actually goes on that you see there. Maybe some scripts a little bit more so than the others, but each episode, yeah, it's kind of there's a little bit of like reality that it's pulled from that's in there.
yeah.
The sixth one, we're gonna maybe have, I think, some strippers in that one. That's if I owned a car wash.
My ex-wife is going to be in that one, I guess.
That one comes like more or less as my idea. If I owned a car wash, yeah, you would get your car washed by some strippers. You would have a reason to go in there.
So, and as they're fun little snippets, if you will. I like the characters. I think it's going to be fun filming at this car wash. I think the characters are going to come to life as each episode progresses. And another big things right now are web series. I know, guys. I mean, I was just talking to a couple actors that I know, and Lorenzo Lamas. He's doing a web series in Texas, and the thing about web series is, again, and throughout the film industry, there's a lot of these fads that go on, and I'm not saying that the web series is a fad that's going to come and go, but it is a starting fad that is here, and I got some friends with Two Fools Films in the Bay Area that I acted in their film, The Wretched, and I played Drew Etch, and it's a web series, and I mean, these guys got a shite ton of freaking hits and views on their series, and these kind of little short snippets are really fun to watch. They're going to be fun to do. How long does it take you? And I know you wrote 6 scripts so far.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it usually take you to write?
I would honestly say sitting down, going straight at it, I could probably get a script written in maybe 2 days, maybe 3. It just kind of depends on how many hours and how much effort I put into it.
Laurie said working in the car wash. Or they might be playing that song at the car wash.
Yeah.
That would be cool if we can get that. But no, I mean, and also, you writers out there, if you want to get your stuff produced, or at least looked at to get produced, go to Cellar13films.com, or you can PM me on here. I will look at it. You never know. That's how this guy freaking did it. He came to an audition, several months ago.
Yeah.
And then I started talking to him. He's like, "Hey, I'm a writer." I'm like, "Well, let's see what you got." And
no,
what we got.
I can honestly talk about that. It was just really interesting on how I can almost see everything build itself up to like this moment. Like I had acted in a show with a friend of yours, John Koyosako, actually. And I came and I auditioned for Skin Deep for Henry. Didn't get that, and which is okay. It's okay. That's all part of the thing. And then as it goes on, I meet Glenn one day. I'm like, oh, holy shit, we've actually sat down. I've auditioned like before. We had a conversation, and now things are actually developing and coming to light.
Yeah. And we got a question. I'm trying to look on the... Doug says, thank you again, Glenn, for the opportunity to audition. Okay, that's one. You're welcome, by the way. You're welcome. And for those of you who came and auditioned today, thank you guys very much for coming out here or there to audition. So if you guys want your stuff looked at and possibly produced and come to life, PM me and we'll see about helping you guys out. That's one thing that I like doing. I like helping people out. I mean, why go and jump through a bunch of hoops and do all this craziness when if we all work together in the film community and help each other make dreams come true? Because he's a writer, he's also going to act in it. I'm acting in it. I'm directing it. But it's fun for me because as an actor, I'm an actor first. I love to act. I get to act in it and play a cool character. But I like to see stuff come from a piece of the brain to the computer to a piece of paper to on camera to get it done. And it's really cool working in the film industry here in Sacramento.
It's been enjoyable so far, for sure.
Now, would there be any pieces of advice that you would give people that want to get their stuff out there? Maybe even some upcoming actors or writers or anything, since you're both.
Advice is, I feel like always like set up like I'm like doing it. Just, it's kind of, what's the term that people say?
Repetitive?
I'm not sure if it's that. Anyway, I might get it come to mind, but it's like, repetitive might be. It's just like you'll hear it all the time, and you just kind of gotta just keep on showing up and putting it in, know where you can go for the gold, so to speak, and then start mining it out.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like that. A lot of times I'm just like, feel like I'm in a dark room with a flashlight. All right, where's the? And then I feel the part on the wall, or I see it, and then I can kind of expand from there. You find one piece of the puzzle and just kind of go on. Like I said, like everything just kind of bridged my way to getting to Cellar 13 through Glenn and a lot of other things, and now I'm just working on a project. Maybe the best bet is if you're working on something, know what you want to do with it, and just try and plot it out, map it out from there, and just keep on hacking until you know where you are with it. That's kind of the way I look at it. You're like the Marines going in. We got this mission. You're going to have some losses going along the way. It might not even work out, but you got to go in and like spill that blood.
Yep.
You got to get that job done.
And I always say this, whether it's on Facebook or on these podcasts, never give up on your dreams, man. If you can't get your dream the conventional way, make your dream happen your freaking self. That's what I did. I started my own film company. I make my own movies. And the rest is history. I mean, that's how Sylvester Stallone freaking started. And, you know, I mean, find people in the community. It's not difficult to make a film. It doesn't take tens of thousands of dollars to make a film. No, you get a bunch of like-minded people together. You guys help each other out. If there's a budget, fine. If not, well, you know, that it is what it is, and go out and make a freaking film, whether it's a minute film, an hour film, a 10-minute, whatever it is, whether it's a series, whether it's a TV series, a pilot, whatever. Find like-minded people and get out there and do it. Any last words?
I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. You add something, I'll come and finish it like an alley-oop.
Alley-oop. All right, my last word for you guys is perseverance, tenacity. Today I saw over 100 actors come in to an audition. Not everyone's going to get a part. It's not that you weren't good enough. It's just there's only 27 parts in the film that I'm doing, and that I'm producing. Actually, Q Legali is the gentleman who wrote Moe's Fight, and he's also directing it. So just keep doing what you're doing. Audition. Just keep on doing it. I did an audition Friday for a film, and I may or may not get it. You know, it doesn't matter to me. You know, I could, if I get one thing out of 60, I'm happy. Out of 100, I'm happy. And again, for all you filmmakers out there that want to make films, again, the best thing I could say to you is find like-minded people, go out there and do it.
And basically, I can agree with that a lot because, I honestly moved out here to California to become an actor. That's the only thing I really want to do. The writing just comes from, I've got an imagination that cannot quit, that doesn't quit. If I'm not like creating something or doing whatever, it just feels like I'm spinning wheels, just wasting time. So if I could leave a last thought on you guys, it'd be, again, know what you're doing, go out to kill it, just knock it out, and then fuck it. Anyone who gets in your way, it ain't worth it. Do what you gotta do, move on. Tenacity, perseverance, Glenn knows it, man.
All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, we are with the infamous Christopher Allen, the writer of California Wash. We're gonna see great things come from him. Hey, I see Greg Witt join. Greg, Boomer Sooner, baby. Love you guys. Peace out.
Peace, brother.